charges.
Okay, I'm making a video. You are pronouncing. I have a go-kart. It's charging right now. And my brother, you can see in the background, is driving his ATV.
Well, he's too big for that. I guess he's good too.
I don't want an ATV. Go-karts are better.
If we do a go-kart, then we need to do a track. Yeah? Oh, we gotta figure out where to go. The cool thing about the ATV is he could just go. He could just drive.
Tomorrow they go to ATV. Go-karts are for going. I think I know why
I want to get a UTV. That's the one where you just...
We're making a video.
We are. It's on. Nobody's joined yet. See? Maybe they didn't join because you're so mad at me. You beat me up.
Okay, we will wait until my go-kart is done.
Why did you change your voice? Just be normal.
We are waiting.
No one's here yet. No one's here yet.
We are waiting for.
Am I interviewing you or you're interviewing me?
You. We are waiting for my go-kart to.
Oh, someone joined. Say hi.
And I know somebody is putting in the comments. I do not know who.
You see Aaron blowing by and let me change the angle. See, I could do this and then bring it up, and then so they can see me and you, and then they could also see Mr. in the back. It's not done.
I'm checking.
It's not done.
Can I check?
What, you want to see if the thing is green?
Can I look?
Yeah. It's not done. Hey, what's up? Hey, we're live. Stop. Come sit down. The kids, it's early spring, and the kids, I had to spend my Christmas present getting them to come outside. And how do you do that? You get them an ATV and a go-kart.
You could have spent your wishes for more wishes so you could do your wish and so you could get outside. That's a smarter idea.
You wanted me to spend my wishes on a wish?
No. You have one wish, spend that wish on more wishes, and then you got more than one wish.
Okay. So you're just gonna ask for more wishes?
No, you'll use your wish then.
Okay. So
Not
when
you wish for more wishes, now you have more wishes.
Brainrot Supreme says hi. Say hi, Brainrot Supreme.
41! The horse.
Is sunlight. Makatara. Oh, he said Princess 67. What's up, Prince?
What?
Princess 67. You gotta do it again.
67!
Loud.
41!
Prince, I ain't seen you in a while, man. Yeah, we're outside just hanging out. They forgot to tell me it's his first day riding his go-kart yesterday. So they forgot to tell me that it needed to be charged. So found the charger, and these guys just figured out. Oh look, he's getting 6721.
It's 61, not 21.
41.
Oh, those more. I forgot those are 21, 61, 41.
21, 61, 41. Yeah, so these guys just found out that I not only had to purchase these gifts,
Built them.
but I had to put them together. And that was a lot. But I'm surprised that that thing's been going. All of you said, Brainrod said 41. Yeah.
Celebrate!
Brainrod. That's a cool name, right? Look, the name is Brainrod. Oh, look, they showing love. You see that? You didn't see the heart? You didn't see the hearts?
I did.
I don't know how many accents he has. See, the problem with the internet is the kids. Oh, I see a 42.
42!
The kids they don't speak like they don't speak normally. They regurgitate what they watch. So, bruh, see, bruh, how many bruhs you got?
He's 41. He's 42 years old and my mom's 41 years old!
You don't tell people our age on here. Yeah, he's tearing up my grass.
That's too loud.
I'm not understanding your language. Does he have a Roblox to know? He does. What's your Roblox name?
DJ
DJ Alley Cat. Rolla Bitar. What's up? He's taking a break while his go-kart charges. I got some work to do. I was doing some blueberries. If I hang on, I'll show you guys what I was able to plant yesterday and then a little bit today. Yeah, it's been a crazy, I don't know how many, what time is it? You know what time it is? I don't know what time it is. Let me check real quick. I was out the house at, okay, it's 11:44. Yeah, I'm good. I played basketball at 7 a.m. So I was out the house at 6:30. Everyone got to sleep in. It says, can you speak in the Nepali language? No, I wish. I don't know if I've ever heard that. I'll go look that up.
What is Pali language?
Nepali.
Nepali.
Yeah, my son is getting pretty good. This is only day 2.
Nepali.
This is only day 2 with the go-kart. I mean, ATV. So he's getting super comfortable. He's from Nepal. See? Say hi, Nepal.
Nepal.
Nepal. Yeah, he's just a simple, friendly kid. But he thinks he's on the internet now, so he has to go crazy because that's what he watches. But yeah, man, I'm just chilling out. I went live last night. Awesome live. I was showing my gardening chops. Oh, is it so loud? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I'll try to speak up or get him to ride over there. I didn't wear my mic today, so it's probably picking up a lot of sound. It's a kid's ATV behind me. I look really hard for age appropriate, something that he could do and get out here. And I didn't expect him to be tearing up the grass, but I guess that's a part of it. And they asked. He said he wanted an ATV and he wanted a go-kart. So I got him a go-kart. And they've been very patient. I'm from New York.
Not what you do. The bride.
Look, Blue Daffodil. Hey, Blue Daffodil. Nice to see you this morning.
Blue Daffodil, cool like Blue Wheel.
The Blue Daffodil says, "Do you speak in number? Do you only speak in numbers?"
One.
She says, "Please explain the kid's language." See,
What?
I don't know his username. He said it's DJ Alley Cat. All right, I'm gonna
DJ
try to go
Alley
to
Cat.
a. Let's find a better, less noisy location.
Hey, I don't.
Okay, we're gonna go on a road trip then, Mister. Mr. Loud over there is okay, okay, we'll go to the garden. Should be a lot less noisy over here. Alan, stop that please. Speak normally. Yeah. Should be a lot less noisy over here. Feel like it's not. He was kind of circling me. But yeah, how's everyone doing? You want to move that over there? Why you didn't ask? Just ask, man. Use your words. See? Didn't I just tell you to calm down?
Oh God.
Yeah. So, but this is what kids' behavior is like these days. They're nice and sweet, and then they like act out in spurts. And I think it's because he sees people online, and that's the type of energy that he sees. I mean, I like to have a good time, but I'm definitely not like, I'm not a super loud person. If I could, you know.
I only went loud until you showed me the instructions.
You went loud when I showed you. He's actually getting prepared to ride his go-kart, so he's super happy to be outside to do that. They like said it's day 2. What's up, Day Walk? Say hi to Day Walk.
Hot day
Walk. There you go. Somebody said if you know the alphabet, don't sing the alphabet. You know the alphabet. Yeah. No, he's good, man. Can you tell him to add me because okay, well when he goes inside. Yeah, they play, they don't play much, but they play. I'm not I would love for them to game. But the thing is like they gotta take it, I don't wanna say serious. Yeah, he's little guy just turned 7.
Not just.
You've been 7 for a month. That's just turning 7.
Oh,
You have very bad allergies. Look, I'm not a doctor, but and I don't. I say this from a space of someone who I've had reactions to things, but I'm more. Somebody said 91. I'm more. I applaud the reactions.
no big
Like if you have like poison ivy, to me it's like a lesson. But yeah, they say take some local honey. Make sure that you change your whatever you have on when you get inside. Take a shower. Yeah, I don't know what kind of allergies you're dealing with, but that must be tough because I enjoy being outside. And I had a little bit of a reaction yesterday to something, just like on my top, like on my skin, and I just used some hydrocortisone real quick. But sometimes I just work through it because when my hands are in the dirt, that's par for the course. You're going to touch something. Yeah, no, I don't. The rabbit ears will stay. They'll stay forever. These kids don't know. They think everything that they do, they think that it just got created. What's the thing that you guys sing with the what's the thing that you sing with the what's that Minions thing?
Na
No, no, no.
tuwenya.
Listen to this. Bob, 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 Bob,
Ba 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 ba.
Bob, Bob,
Ba ba
Bob,
ba
Bob,
ba
Bob,
ba
Bob. It's too
ba.
loud, too loud, too loud. Bob, 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 Bob. So the song Barbara Ann, I was in the kitchen one day, and I heard them going Bob, 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 Bob. I heard one, and then the other Bob, 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 Bob.
And then the
And
tour.
then the third one, Bob, 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 Bob. And I just had to say, all right, guys, we've reached the limit. That is not the song. I don't know where you got that
Ba
from.
ba 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 bread.
Yeah, so Ruben, I saw you comment on one of my videos. Thanks, man. Yeah, so I had to play the original. So then they go through this like three-dimensional shock when they hear, wow, it's not Bob, 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 Bob. And it gets us closer together, but I'm like, man, y'all just keep remixing all this stuff. At least when I was young, we had a care for where the thing came from. So, Ruben says, haven't heard that in a long time. Yeah.
Na tuwenya. Give me a bit, sabra. It's a
Look, I don't know Tourette's. Like, I've never been around someone that I know officially was diagnosed with Tourette's. But sometimes their behaviors remind me of that. And it's not that they can't get over it or get past it. Cause when I get serious, they know I'm serious and they know how to respond to it. So I know that they're capable. But for the most part, oh look at that, it's a honeybee. Oh, just missed it. Man, we got to get these honeybees. Prince, it's possible, but I don't know. I actually don't know when we'll be inside because he's waiting. He's waiting for his go kart to charge so that he can do his riding. I hope the gas runs out on old boy over there.
We have a lot of hornets.
I'm surprised. Don't say that. I'm surprised that the gas. It's just we just filled it up one time. I don't know how long that thing's gonna be going for. That was yesterday.
I think it's a week or a year or for eternity.
Eternity. How long is eternity?
I don't know, but I know it's a long time.
He doesn't know, but he knows eternity is a long time. Ruben says, I watched Care Bears when I was young. When I was little.
Ah, yeah.
Even though it's before my time, brother used to watch it. Yeah, that's how it is, man. You watch stuff from if you have older siblings or by chance if you're that family that has a young aunt or uncle and you share a lot of stuff and you watch old stuff. Like because of TV the way it was, we grew up with a lot of syndicated TV in the 80s. So that TV, was from the 70s. A lot of the sitcoms were all
You were
from
born
the
in the
70s.
80s?
Yeah, I was born in the 80s.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was been a bad life.
The 80s? The 80s was actually really fun.
That's it.
Really fun.
I know people wouldn't be on the phone.
Like, imagine the phone. There was no cell phones in the 80s.
Of course there wasn't. No.
You know what we did in the 80s? We went outside. And we played.
When you were just just
No,
run
it
in the
was
car, run to the boat.
car. See these kids, the kids. It's really hard. I don't know what this stream is about, but whoever wants to hang on, we can just take it where it goes. If you have questions or you want to add to the conversation, be sure. I asked him did he want a Zach Morris phone. That definitely was the 90s. But yeah, so we didn't have a car. Can you imagine it?
I can.
We didn't have a car.
I can't even drive.
No, my mom didn't drive. We didn't grow up. You
You
probably
walked.
played until the street lights turned on. Yeah, we played all the way through the street lights being on, for sure. Like I
Of
said,
course you
I'm
did.
from the Bronx, so like there's a 24-hour energy to being in New York City. And I remember being his age, and we were in the park super late. Like it was that you could barely see each other, and we would still be playing in the park. Parents, hanging out, still having a good time.
When the street lights come on, you
Oh
have to
yeah,
go
oh
for
yeah,
dinner.
oh yeah. Put a can. I had a by the '90s came around. I had a mountain bike with some pegs. So I used to do all these little tricks.
Are you
And
talking about Mountain Dew?
no, not Mountain Dew, a mountain bike. You don't know what a mountain bike is?
You use them on mountains.
Yeah, it's a bike that is more of an off-road kind of bike, and
Like a
it's
dirt bike?
no, but it's manual. You have to pedal it, but it's good for that type of terrain. You still do that, huh? You still go outside. That's good, but you know, even like I play basketball, and even the difference in growing up when I grew up, the courts were people were just flooded in the park. Nowadays, you don't see too many kids, you don't see too much young people. Luckily, we have like in our community, we do have a park. We were at your baseball practice. Was that on Friday? And there, it's people playing soccer in there or pickleball. There's some pickleball courts in there, but just not as much as you would see. So that interaction, but that can on the back wheel was crazy, man. That's a crazy sound. Like that. You know what that is?
What?
A can on the back wheel of your tire, with back brakes too.
I can't do it.
Roller Batar, I love that you love my YouTube channel. Thank you. I've been working hard. I can't tell you what's gonna happen for the future, but um, I've been just trying to work through the signals that YouTube gives, just so I can get over the hump and just become more of a stable YouTuber. It is hard to balance the work. Ruben says I agree with that comment. Thank you. I wish I did more, but I gotta push through a lot of this work so that I don't have it anymore. Just build better systems so that I have less work to do, and then I could do this more. I mean, I'll just tell you, Ruben and Roller Batar, I think it's really hard to. I'm happy to watch you guys. It's like my dream come true. Yeah, and we're gonna keep dreaming together because I don't. What this has turned into, I don't know if this was my dream. As things started to progress, just with the good energy and just navigating around the world, I just turn it into what I turn it into, and I have dreams to go further, just more aligned. I think one of the things about living in the suburbs is living in the suburbs, and you have people. Yo, chill out, man. You ever just chill? You ever just to see if I was little and my brothers were here, it would just be full Nelson time. They just go straight to the full Nelson, straight to the full Nelson. Okay. So, but yeah, living in the suburbs, it's the people are. Let's break this down. Like you, let's say tools.
Cool.
Living in the suburbs costs, right? If you
What?
don't stop, if you don't have an HOA, so if you have an HOA, it obviously costs on the HOA side. If you don't, then you're relying on contractors, so you got to upskill, and then you're getting all these skills, you acquire all these tools, and you guys just kind of sit in your own plot, and there's no real shared relationship. So me and all of the four neighbors, because I have some in the back, we all may have the same tools. So all of us went out and spent money to all buy our own tools. What a waste of money and lack of community and communication. So, and my dream is to find people who are more aligned or willing to take a step in a direction that really helps us, because we could get a lot further if we're sharing, just as simple as that, sharing tools and being a community where there's just more programs that allow for us to take that burden off. You know, you may have this skill, I may have that skill, and we share with each other. I was pitching to a guy at basketball today. I didn't know he had just bought a house 3 months ago, and he's going through the beginning phase, and he's getting contractor prices, and Robert Tom says my mom barely allowed me to watch YouTube. I was watching this thing. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And a lot of disconnect from generations. It's what you watch, because we all watch TV. So I don't know what anybody will come off and say. Don't watch YouTube. If you look at it as just content and media, we always had media in our lives. We were watching WPIX,
Do not say do not watch YouTube.
the WB.
YouTube shows everything.
YouTube is not that great anymore for that.
It is.
See what Ruben says. With all the energy I had when I was younger, my parents used to take my brother's stuff to work in fields, chopping onions. I like that, planting them. Hard work taught us a lot by doing that. Yeah, I'm in the middle with that, because I may have missed the cutoff of where my kids they've been exposed to a lot of this stuff, but they see it as fun. They don't have chores that are helping the family grow or be more stable. I think I've taken too much of a leadership role in that. It's just that no one could have predicted COVID, but when COVID happened, I had a job to do, and it was to protect my family. That's why I got the chickens. I was pretty much searching for protein. It sounds very basic, but I was pretty much searching for protein, and like this guy was 1 year old. When every
Never 1 year old.
Yes, you were 1 year old. When all that went down, he was 1 year old, and I had a stroller. Uh, you know, no, it is just different. Yeah, what I was saying about just living in the suburbs, I just see less communication, less people helping each other. And I was pitching to a guy today after basketball. He just purchased a house, and I was saying, why don't some of these guys, we've been playing together for years, but we don't do anything away from basketball together. And I was just pitching to him. I was just like, this is my idea. Why don't we all barbecue? We all work on projects. Why not do it together, and we go this, and it's just like 4 or 5 hours. We do a half day, and we just rotate, and whatever you need done, the 5 guys for 5 hours, we're coining this now, 5 guys for 5 hours. And I'm sure once people see that type of energy, you're going to get children pitching in and all of that. And how much more work could we get done together? And from a permaculture perspective, just to bring it back there, big on community, right? Go check. Big on community. And if you're not trying to bring people, if you're not trying to bring people together, like-minded people, then you're not actually you're not helping. You're not saving anything, because we need people. It's not a choice. It's health, right? It's health. We need each other. We need each other to get through whatever we do, whether it's climate crisis, information. I don't know an example of where you have this healthy society with all these people who don't somehow rely on each other. Like, break the roads. Go break the roads down. You guys can see that's a state road in the back. Go destroy the road and see if we're able to function in society. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning. Yeah, I was up early this morning, Carolyn. I didn't think I could do it.
Not Done.
I was I made it to basketball at 7 a.m. I played awesome. I played all. I was. It was a weird, freeing feeling. I didn't get to play in the first game because I couldn't hit the free throws. I missed like 3 free throws. And then I played 2-on-2s, and the 2-on-2 is like you're forced to get in there, and it kind of unlocked something in my knees, along with the fact that I did this whole blueberry planting, which I could show you
Oh,
guys.
blueberry.
It's right there. So my son is like doing ad libs. It's like I say something, and then you're YouTubeifying it. Are you YouTubeifying it?
Are you not?
Well, you're making up words. I'm gonna make up words too. He's YouTubeifying my words because
He's YouTubeifying my words.
he's YouTubeifying it.
He's YouTubeifying it.
He wants
He
everything
wants
to be
everything to be
energetic and
energetic
entertaining.
and entertaining.
So the amount of patience that
And
you
about
need. Yeah, I lived through the laughs and I laughed through the cries.
and a laugh through the crowd.
That's all. But it's good to see you guys. I didn't expect to be on here this long. Yeah, Ruben says kids are great. They are. They changed my life. It's for the better. But I think one of the important things, Ruben, I always like to give a thought on how I really feel about what someone's saying. Kids are awesome. They teach you a lot about yourself. I've said it on here many a times. I've never been a more honest person with myself, because you have to be honest, because it's not just you, that's on the hook. Everything I teach them or don't teach them, there's kind of a... You good? You good? No, he's just trying to turn. Oh man, he's killing it on that. But yeah, it's you have to. I see things in chapters. This is like a great book.
How is it a
Right?
great book?
I'll tell you why.
Number side.
Books have chapters.
Down.
Books have chapters, right?
Yes. Is
Okay.
this chapter 3?
This is I can't tell you the number chapter. I will have to break it down, but I see it in chapters. And when you become a parent and you're involved, there's a point where the kids start changing, and you have to identify it, and you have to become yourself again. You have to be your own selfish self again, because they're at the point where their independence is growing in a way that they don't need you, and you really got to break it, because it's going to be a lot of confusion. So I'm in a phase where you want to walk that way? Just walk that way. I'm in a phase where I'm starting to become myself again, and I have to live with the fact that I may not be here every moment, with them. And it's important for me to do, because they struggle with seeing me as my full self. Like even basketball, as much as I play basketball, I've played college basketball. I played Division III college basketball. I've coached 2 years of high school basketball as a varsity coach. Ask any of them what that means to me. They won't know it, because it's my life. It's not their life. What they know is, and they may not appreciate it until later on, is that their dad was here the whole time.
What is this?
This is a walnut that came from
That tree?
that tree right there that looks like it's dead, but it's just a late bloomer.
I know what tree it is.
And this is what the squirrel is after. So you gotta be yourself. You gotta come back to being yourself so that they could be inspired by you on a different level when they have their independence is catching on. So like my daughter is of age where she's definitely like, oh, I don't want my parents around, or I feel embarrassed. Like my little guy, he's still huggable. You hug him, and I don't mind. I never went through that phase. I never had an issue with my parent being around, but I only had one parent that was able to be around. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I think you got to be yourself, so and not let go of your dreams, because when you lose yourself, and it's all about them, they ain't gonna be there. You're gonna have this long phase just watching what they do. So I'm happy to pull away from after school programs and not care as much. It's your thing. You cheerlead. I don't cheerlead. And it's the cool dads that I see. I'm in full support of what you do. But you've got to know that it's you doing it at some point. Hey, 12, what's up? I don't know what's going on there, but you live your life. But yeah, parenting is awesome. Um, Parenting as a team is also awesome. Ruben says you teach them, but when they're older, it's on them if they choose to follow your teachings. But ultimately, they have to make their own decisions. You could only hope, but still love them nonetheless. Okay, so I'm gonna give you something that I deviate from that. Not to be. I'm not that person that always wants to have conflict with a statement. But I was thinking about this the other day. Um, because of the world, and if you do research on generations, there's only like four types of generations, and then they just keep repeating about the traits of generations. And we may have entered into a space where it's commonplace for children not to leave your house. Um, my job is to be me regardless. I even think when I was teaching them and I had a ton more patience with them, I was still me, you know. But I think there might be a world where my children, the house that we live in, I don't know if they're gonna leave. I don't know if they're gonna leave, and I'm preparing for it because I'm gonna leave. You- I ain't living with no grown adults for a very long time, you know. But that's just because my dream is to expand on a lot of the things that I'm doing outside on the land. There's some dreams of seeing how I work with certain animals, livestock, and if I could, supplement the things that I want to supplement in my life, as far as food and health and wealth. So this can't be it because my surroundings, like I said, I'm not in a community. So I may have to build the community, and I've considered that. But yeah, I think in the end, I treat my kids. I have three kids, and I treat them all differently. You know, can you bring me one? All right, forget it, forget it. He just went and got an icy. The icy look good, but I don't want to be on here eating the icy. But yeah, I treat them all. Uh, I treat them. Obviously, I treat my kids with love. I'm an anchor to their life. They think that daddy doesn't. Daddy's so strong that I always have the answers. That ain't true. That's not true. But I'll do whatever I have to do to give them another chance, another day. Definitely the chances that I've never had, even when it comes to people believing in them. You know, you do a couple bad things. Remember last year, my son was struggling in school, and not from an academic side, but with the demand of the teachers. Hold on. Yeah. All right. 1 second. I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna just go talk to him real quick. what's up? All right, I'm back. I'm back. I should be making some soy while I'm here. No, I was good. He called me all the way over there, and then he said, "Can you make a video of me?" So it's ironic that I was about to tell a story about him in school, but his teacher's really cool. He's for the first time. I don't know if it's the male. I'm like a male, you know, male. Something about the energy helps me when it comes to being in that environment. But his teacher's a male, and he responds to him really well. And they do this thing where they do show and tell at school. If anybody got something cool, they bring it in, and then, the other kids are sitting there like, I don't have that. Well, whatever. I don't want you to show off, but at the same time, like, be happy in your own skin. Let me I know you had wrote something. Uh, would you like that to be your goal within 5 years, building that community idea? I have to take it six. There's no time frame on when I have to keep doing this assessment, but the immediate idea or the immediate thing that's necessary for me to progress, I'm guessing that there's one point where it would present itself that that's the thing to do. I also have to accept that that community may never be a thing that happens because I know who I am, right? I know that what I'm doing. If you see me 10 years ago, I was in the city. I was the same person. I was literally the same person. No chickens, no, I was the same person. And if I was on this platform, ah, you know who is coming. Watch your back. What's up? Yeah, I was the same person when I was in the city. And there's a lot of things that, let's say you see me with I didn't really wear a suit, but you see me like in some nice clothes. I was more so always business casual with some fancy socks. I've worked in Long Island, Manhattan. I've worked in some places where the dress code was just a little bit too, hey Lori, was a little too, yeah, I'd rather be like this. Um, but I was the same person. And a lot of the things that I wanted to do, I would try to bring camaraderie around. And realistically, they never happened when I had all the people around. So at some point, you might just have to accept that maybe you haven't met the right people. It's good to see you too. Maybe you don't have the right people, maybe you don't have the right message, or the last thing I'll say, and this is more, I favor this, is that it's probably just not, it might not be for you. It might not be for you. All of us have energy that we're, I'm not to start doing tarot reading. The goat. Oh yeah, you from SFF. The goat. uh, Also, the first time I saw your stream, I said thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I still been on at night, so anytime you want to come in, at night, you know who is coming. That last night was a pretty awesome stream. But yeah, when I don't do comparisons of me to other people, right? I don't compare what you have, what I don't have. I don't live in that space. I've never been like that. But I am able to analyze how certain things come easy to people. I'm a very skilled person, right? So I'm a software engineer. Most of you guys know. If you don't be shocked. I code in any kind of web framework, JavaScript, Python, PHP, Java. I can nerd out on you on that, right? it is what it is. You always enjoy the conversations. Thank you. Uh, so that's that's one side of who I am. But this thing that I always carry with me is, and why I've always chased things, because I know that there's someone out there with a quarter of the skills. Who's going says you don't have enough supporters for a guy like you. Yeah, you know what? I'll get to that. I'll answer that in a second. Um, I'll answer that, but I appreciate that. And I'm not here. I'm not here to spark that. I think what you're saying is I've earned my due. Um, but unfortunately, that's not how this platform necessarily works. And I'll get to that. And when I'm on stream at night, I do talk about that every now and then. Um, but if you have a quarter of the skill of me, there's a person with a quarter of the skill as me that can go twice as far as I can go. So it's not the skill that made that person go far, and it's my job, if I want to go as far as that person, it's my job to do a breakdown on what is that person able to do, why am I missing that this matters, right? So let's say, so I want to build an app. You want to build an app, but you have to know how to write software, right? You would think. Well, I know a guy who got an app built. It was sold to you to Yahoo. This is about 10 years ago, maybe a little more. It was sold to Yahoo, and the guy didn't write one line of code. Would you believe that? He didn't write one line of code. And he is considered the founder and developer of this application. And he sold it, got his bag, lived up in the penthouse in Brooklyn. So that's the type of person I'm talking about. So I have to be honest with myself, and this is a message for anyone: being honest with yourself about, one, am I missing something? Like, does it really matter? Does your resume really matter, or is getting the interview and bonding with someone in a certain way on the interview change the trajectory of you being able to get that job? So we sit back and we feel entitled to things, but the reality is a lot of times we sit back and we're missing what puts people over. And you got a two away. Oh, that's cool, man. You're almost half the 1K. Yeah, I'll get to that. But I have a family member. Me and him used to be super close. Not that we're not close anymore, but we used to be a lot closer. We grew up very close. And he's actually come and joined, which I really appreciated. But I've watched how people gravitate to him versus me. And so you have to ask yourself, is it your doing? Sometimes it's not your doing as to why people back away from you. There's a lot, especially as you get older, there's a lot of sad people. There's a lot of people who can't take the fact that when you wake up, you're happy. My son, this one right here who's coming back, this kid claims he can't dress himself. He can't find clothes. His shirt's on backwards.
I don't care.
And inside out. He wanted to ride his go-kart so bad that when I came home, mom had to drop off the other one, super active, and the boy dressed himself. And now these kids are outside riding and having fun. So even though I got all this work, why would I come on here and feel like something's wrong in my life? So a lot of people don't like to see the whole people winning. And winning is just something that, it's a mentality. I don't need money to win. Lori says my grandson is the same way. You don't want to dress yourself, right? But if it were just me in the house, these kids would be on more of a, I'm not in military or have that background, but it'll be a more militant, structured system. But you do have to blend. Everybody has, what they specialize in, and that's a challenge because they know how to manipulate. They go back and forth to who they want to go to. But yeah, so I just feel like the things that I want to do, I have to go back into the cliche statement of just living day by day, living for the moment. And in this moment, I have to prepare for what's going to make me the most happy. And I can't say that within 5 years, oh, I got a nice hawk fly over. Within 5 years, I can't say that that is, what would have changed in my life to have to get. I no longer have those type of goals. I just live for today. Yeah, y'all. The Inside Out is more comfortable. There was a movie like that with man, who's that? Sean Connery. That movie was actually a weird connection. He wore the Inside Out socks. What is the name of that movie? It was a really good one. Sean Connery was an author, and he was kind of stuck in his ways. He didn't go outside. They actually filmed that movie at my high school. And when I used to cut school, I used to cut around the film trucks. Does he wear his shoes on the wrong feet? No, no, he doesn't. But he doesn't tie his sneakers. A lot of the parents, they got all these. Back in the days, once you get out your Velcro phase, it was like a rites of passage. They don't seem to care. It's croc life, and not much people make me see them and smile. You're one of the only ones. Think, man, you make me smile because, and I'll get back to what you were saying about I don't have enough supporters. I I used to feel that way a couple years ago because again I've been the same person. I had the same energy. I didn't wake up and was like, oh, Darnell Just Talking knows how to speak to people now. No, this is who I am in real life. When I was at basketball, I'm now called the what is it? Oh, my new name that I get called randomly is the chiropractor or the adjuster because I may screen someone, they fall out on the floor, and like their neck is hurting when they come up. But who's there to put their hand out to lift them up, make sure that they're okay? Um, Everything when I'm, go crazy and screaming and be in an intense moment and pressure, and even when I'm out here and I'm using the music to help me to channel energy, and I may be listening to freaking Limp Bizkit. You gotta have faith, and I'm out here going crazy. And maybe the kids haven't seen that side of me, and I shock them all the time. I'll put on some Kid Rock, Bow with Tabah. Get away from me. Get away. You have no idea. But I'm just channeling energy. I've been the same person. Nothing has changed. So, thankfully, I've gotten to the point where the way I approach YouTube is similar to what a good parent or a good movie would say. That scene and the kid, they're dealing with not understanding the outcome of things, and is it really about the energy that I put into it, and can you change these outcomes? There's things about YouTube that I cannot change. There's things about the people. One person came in here, they had a weird photo, they weren't going to be in here for a while. I don't know if they retracted the message, but it was a weird explicit photo. I could see it even though it's super small. They said something weird. I can't necessarily control that. All I can control is if I feel comfortable enough to get on here, because there are times where I don't feel comfortable enough because I'm not necessarily able to. It is very hard to articulate true emotion through this device. I think people are giving you somewhere in the 30% of what they actually are and offer. When you put stuff in the background, it helps to get another 10 or 20%. Like I can't make up my son driving around in the back, and this is only his second day doing it. I got it for Christmas. I can't make that stuff up. So it helps to give more of the story. Or you got to hang around for a long time, right? And then you see the consistency. And a lot of YouTubers also, because you hang around, you see them evolve, and you may not evolve into where they're going. They're just living their lives. But I don't. I no longer stress that. The only goal that I have, because I'm a competitive person, is I would like to be monetized, and me doing all the math, I know that I'm not at that point yet to where I'm producing the right kind of content to be able to be monetized. I'd either have to do a lot more lives, or you guys hang out and we really have a real good conversation, which is easy on the weekends because I'm not working, I'm not sitting at the desk, I'm not actually being weighed down by what I'm going through at work. Maybe if I had more of a good experience, it would be helpful and I will come on here. But I don't feel comfortable because I may say something that's out of bounds. You never know who's watching you. Um, yeah, but the monetization, I'll read the next comment, but the monetization, what's coming. It's in reach, and it's like I said, it's the one goal that you need 500 subscribers within a year. I'm at 400, so that's knocked out. All I gotta do is keep doing what I'm doing, and then you need 3,000 watch hours. That's the tough part, and you don't get them from shorts. I make pretty decent shorts, and when I get a lot of 1,000+ views, you get nothing from that. So you really gotta just know where you're putting this stuff, and I don't control that. I know that one day I'm gonna make something, and it's gonna be the thing that hits, and it may represent 40% of my watch hours, and I haven't made it yet, and that's why it hasn't happened. So, but I'm not stressed about that. For me, it's just showing up, getting past my 100 days of streaming, because that's a goal that I set out somewhere along the road, because it separates me from people, and it's a trophy. I don't need a YouTube plaque. It's a trophy that I've earned, and my children, I'm going to tell you the number one real reason why I continue to do this and that I keep it up. Um, I didn't. I'll read the message. The real reason why I keep it up is because I was a media student who was not able to exercise my truths, my skills. This is well before I had software skills. Thanks, Beverly. Welcome. I'm gonna show you some blueberries in a second, and then I'll get out of here. Everybody just made it home too, which is cool. So I was a media student. I wanted to be a video editor. This is early 2000s, and a combination of some unfortunate events like the recession, like not being in a household who understood that it's going to take 5 more years plus college. So I finished college, get the bachelor's, but then it's going to be like 5 more years of really filling it out and not really contributing to the household. That was not really in the design of my upbringing and what I was around. When you don't choose something that's pretty obvious as to how you get fulfilled. So when I do this, I'm doing it. A big part of it is because my children watch. They've grown up in this new world of what YouTube and content provides, and I've watched the previous generation. I have little cousins and nephews and nieces a little older than my kids, and I've watched them want to do something that they were not willing to do. Ruben got to hit the backyard, man. That's cool, man. Send me some stuff. I love to see what other people are doing, but they don't see that it's possible. And when they go talk to their cousins, they are going to you know how you look up to your cousins? You're going to be influenced by the fact that your cousins also used to watch it and never did it and never overcame. And then it just becomes oh, well, what are you going to do with your life? And while they're in school, they're going to go through that drill, and then they're never going to come back to what could have really helped them and fulfilled them. I am a storyteller. I would love to tell stories and be from the background and write and produce. I don't have a need. I don't have an ego to be on here. But I'm a storyteller. I have hundreds of stories to tell. I always have funny things that happen. I'm an open book. I talk to people, random people. I'll give you one quick story, and then I gotta read the message from you know who is coming. My current wife, my only wife, I shouldn't say my current wife, my wife, when we first met, and we were on our second date, I should have known she was always gonna be late to everything because she was super late. It was a Korean spot on around 108th Street on the west side in Manhattan, and I'm coming from Brooklyn. She's coming from the Bronx, and I was just out there waiting. I wasn't panicking, and I end up finding some homeless people to hang out with and talk to. So I'm talking to this homeless guy. I must have talked him to death because after I asked him to buy him a coffee, we went into the store, got him a coffee, and he ran from me too. And then my wife finally showed up, and the place was closing, but they were nice enough to let us do a fast order and go in. But these are like experiences that, for whatever reason, I'm always experiencing stuff. I'm always putting myself in those situations. But Ruben had a message. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm really sad, but I hope you can have a good life between when I'm watching and the time I come back. But I hope continue having a good life, a good positive life. When when you say you gotta go, I hope you meant you gotta go from the live. But sorry, I missed that. I was just trying not to. Sometimes I get a little mixed up when we're talking. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys. Catch you later. Gotta go hit the backyard. Okay, I'm gonna take whoever's here. If you want to ping in the chat just to let me know you're here and you're not one of my lurker family, I'm gonna get. I know people always say they're gonna get T-shirts. I actually do. I make T-shirts too. I've been making T-shirts since. I shouldn't say I actively make it, but I've been making T-shirts since I would say 2003. So it's been over 20 years that I've made. I've been a part of that life and understanding how to get things done. Um, so yeah, I want to make a T-shirt that there's something to shout out like the lurkers. I've had a few friends self-identify and said, when it's just two people in the chat, no one is commenting. It's like, yeah. It's like, that's me. I said, just text me or something. I don't know if I'm talking to someone, but yeah, I'm gonna take you guys over there, and then I'll end the live. It looks like, oh, you coming to join me for a little while?
Yeah.
Wow, put your hood on, man. Look at your hair.
What?
Your hair is all the helmet got you all messed up. It's okay. Come on, come real quick. Whoever's here gets to they get they get to see who was riding.
Oh.
Were you riding dirty?
Um. Yeah.
You can put come on, why are you doing that? Yeah. So he was riding, you had a good time?
Yeah.
Alright, what's the coolest thing about the ATV?
The coolest thing is.
Dirty in your sneakers?
Yeah, that and that I can go as fast as I want and they can't catch me.
Oh, okay. As long as you stay safe, do you think I want to catch you? You see, that's what I was saying. That's why you got to be yourself and you got to continue. Hey, Beverly. Beverly says hi. Say hi, Beverly.
Hi.
So that's why you got to keep being yourself. Does all of the kids have a Prince wants to play Roblox bad? What's your Roblox name?
Carter _cool 16.
Carter _cool 16. Cool or cooler?
Cool.
Cool. Okay. Carter underscore cool 16. Prince. But that's what I was just talking about. That you have to remember, recover, whatever word you want to use to become who you were prior to flexing and spreading yourself out with children, because he thinks he's the coolest part about having the ATV for him is that he could outrun us and we can't catch him.
Unless you bring your car.
So but I'm not chasing you.
I like it how when I turn, like one, it kind of goes up a little bit,
Okay.
and I
Little
like how
airtime.
fast it is.
Yeah. Yeah. How many years do you think you'll be able to stay with that one? Couple? Yeah.
Like
Let me go.
maybe 8.
That thing is too small. You'll need a bigger one.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna have to, you got to give an arm and a leg to. You got to. That's when you say, that term. He doesn't know what give an arm and a leg is. So this is how I operate. Can you tell me what you think it means?
You use your arms and legs.
If you have to pay for something and it costs a lot of money, and you say it's an arm and a leg,
You fight them to get it.
fight them to get it. The context, the interpretation is off. Essentially, what you're saying is a metaphor for saying that it just costs so much that you have to give so much of yourself. So, in order to do it, you got to give them your arm or give them your leg. Okay? So, but yeah, this is my little tough guy here. Well, I shouldn't say little. When I say little, does it bother you?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Well, we stay there. He says, what avatar do you have?
A hacker thing.
A hacker? A hacker, whatever that means.
Well, one that has 1 and O's on it.
Okay. All right. Well, I promise we're gonna go show them the blueberry patch, and then I'll probably do a video separate. So if you guys, 5 people are still here, so we're gonna do it. You gonna come with me?
Come where?
Right around the fence since I closed that. Now we gotta walk around to get to show the blueberry patch. You wanna come?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get something.
Get what?
It's a surprise.
I don't like surprises. Hey, Lori. Okay, so I was telling the guys on live last night that yesterday, gotta fix that. I tripped. Yesterday, well, we could show some pretty stuff, actually. I was thinking of doing a video about this, but I'll stand behind it so you can see how big it is. So this is Nanking cherry. Cherries are super showy. they are super showy around this time. I don't know if the internet, just let me know if actually I did a live over here not too long ago and that was good. Let me just stand this up. I don't want nothing to do with that tablet, sir.
I got bored.
You got bored? Kids always getting bored. Sorry, I'm just raising the tripod. Okay. So I don't have my mic, so I'll just come back and explain. I'll do like a little pan here. But essentially, this is a whole patch of blueberries. Excuse me, son. So it's probably better this way. So I was super intentional with Um, the soil is kind of it has a lot of like clay in it, but I planted the spot where the blueberry was. I did 50 mostly 50-50 peat moss and play sand. I added a little bit of crushed eggshells, and some worm castings to that as well. But I'll just show you. So essentially, we got now some of these were growing on the property in different places. Some are doing better than others. Some were in pots. It wasn't like one thing, but ideally, I had to get this together. I wasn't even hey, can you just tilt it a little bit higher from the back? So, no, not the phone. Oh Jesus!
Oh,
It's well, yeah, okay. Oh, he gonna put y'all up in space next. You can't find his avatar. He said it was a hacker.
um, it's
Hold on.
it's this. Oh, you can't see it.
That's it. You see it? Okay. Now get this tablet out of my life. Okay, so this one, a little bigger. I got two here, three here, another three, and another three. I was getting a little concerned as I was planting them. I wanted it to be like, how humans, we do things that we think mathematically, like we're math beings. So when the math works out, we kind of go with it. And I was thinking of a freaking like a triangle, so like bowling pins. So I had this whole vision of 10 in my head, but it had everything to do with bowling. It had nothing to do with the spacing of the plant or any of the. I respect the spacing, but I was prioritizing the idea of the bowling pins. Nothing to do with like my reality. So this area still needs work. So what I'm gonna do is put what do you call it? Straw mulch. Actually seeing this grass that's been over there for some time. I don't know. I'll test it. Maybe that'll work and that'll save me some money. I piled like a lot of grass over there. But all right, that was it. This is the patch. Still working on it. Still kind of raw. Thanks everybody for joining live. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I feel all types of dehydrated right now. But yeah, it was cool. I got some love in here. And yeah, you guys definitely give me the motivation to keep going. And this is just the start of the journey. I can promise you that the more confidence we build here together, that I'm going to be more willing to take things further. Lori, see you. God bless as well. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll be on live tonight. I may do another pop-up live depending on, I haven't decided what I'm getting into. I know it's almost midday, but trying to get in the shop.
no.
But I'm going to head out of here. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later. See you on the next one. Peace.
Sorry.